Good, bright, and beautiful Easter Sunday to everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. This is the Easter Sunday edition of our video forecast discussion for this Easter Sunday, and it's a gorgeous one out there in the northern mid-Atlantic right now on the 12th of April, 2020. And at 10:37 this morning, temperatures rising nicely, well into the low, mid, and upper 50s, even a few 60-degree readings showing up here in central and southwestern New Jersey this morning. And right now, the dew points, they're fairly dry. They're still in the 20s too, but they're increasing into the 30s and 40s in southern New Jersey. And if we looked at the visible cloud cover this afternoon, we're already seeing the beginnings of the cloud cover in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere beginning to move into the region. But we still have a considerable amount of sunshine here, especially in the northern sections. Wind speeds have all backed around. They're pretty light, about 5 or 10 miles an hour out of the southeast right now on shore, as one would imagine, and the cloud deck coming in from the west and southwest as well. And the wind gusts, well, if the winds are pretty light, not too many gusts out there, so things are looking good there this morning. And for all of your festivities, whether it's Easter egg hunts and what have you in your local, well, I'd just say local yard, actually, these days. Okay, let's close this up. We've been having a tough time opening this. We have high wind watches in effect for all of southeastern Connecticut, Long Island, Rhode Island, southeastern New York, the Connecticut Hudson River Valley area, all of northern New Jersey, excepting for most of Warren and Sussex County and here over the Poconos. They go back, they're starting out in Allegheny County and central Pennsylvania for tonight and tomorrow. And of course, these extend all the way down through the I-95 corridor, all the way through the Delmarva Peninsula. And these high wind watches are for tomorrow. South winds at 25 to 35 miles an hour, a gust between 60 and 65. Portions of central and southern New Jersey and all of the areas included in here from Monday morning through Monday evening. These damaging winds could blow down some trees and power lines. Widespread power outages are possible. Travel could be difficult, especially for high-profile vehicles. Thunderstorms are also possible tomorrow that could result in even stronger wind gusts. And we discussed this over the last couple of videos here. Into the Storm Prediction Center we go. We have a mesoscale discussion for portions of far eastern Texas into northern Louisiana. There is concern for tornado watch box. There are some tornado watches in effect further to the south and west, and we'll get into that. This came in at 9:30 this morning, Central Daylight Time. A Boeing line of storms will continue to pose a damaging wind and tornado risk across northern Louisiana this morning. And it's likely to be supported until the afternoon as well. So we're monitoring this watch box here. And let's see what else we have. Let's see, we have that category. Okay, so there's a moderate to severe risk of these storms. Here's a tornado watch box. It's getting started here. They're thinking is they're going to put it into effect soon. And there's a lot of moisture in the atmosphere and a lot of instability as well. So this area for today has the highest risk, moderate to high risk of showers and thunderstorms, or thunderstorms with rotation in them that could produce tornadoes. So we're going to focus in on that. And of course, there's heavy snow falling too in the northern plains. Let's see if we can pull this up now. Yeah, and this is for northeastern Nebraska, southeastern South Dakota, northwestern Iowa, and southwestern Minnesota. A band of heavy snow expected to develop across the region this morning. Rates of 1 to 2 inches per hour increasingly, likely between 9 and 11 Central Daylight Time, which is ongoing right now. So national meso analysis this morning from the RAP model. Here's high pressure well off the coast with a return south and southeast flow developing here. And so we're protected today, but that's going to change by tonight and tomorrow. We're already seeing some vestiges of light precipitation here in the northern branch. Leading into this new warm front here that's developing. We'll get into that in a moment. And here is our big storm system developing over the Oklahoma and Texas area into Louisiana, and spreading into Arkansas and Tennessee. And this area will be increasingly likely to have moderate to heavy rain, thunderstorms, and tornadic thunderstorms as well as it heads to the north and east and marries this disturbance here. And that's why tomorrow is not good here. do have some power outages showing up in Texas now at 10:44 this morning. About 25,081 people in this area are without power throughout the state, in various areas here, obviously, where the thunderstorms are occurring. And in Maine, the numbers are coming down now. This morning, they're down now to 61,664 customers still without power from the storms and the snow, actually, that fell over the last 72 hours. iWeatherNet.com severe storm browser. Here's our light precipitation. Most of this is not even reaching the ground yet. This is just some warm air advection that's showing up on Doppler, but it's not reaching the ground at all. This is reaching the ground just around Washington, D.C. It's a few showers, some moderate downpours here, and this. And then if we zoom out, can we zoom out? Yeah, let's zoom out. Let's zoom out. We find all this precipitation now developing rapidly in this mild regime. Temperatures in the south right now are generally in the 60s and 70s, so the air here is very destabilized. We have a couple of watch boxes here over northeastern Texas. DeSoto Parish in northwestern Louisiana, obviously there too as well. Central Red Parish, we're monitoring for severe thunderstorm warning for these areas there, and we're finding new watch boxes showing up here. This looks like a tornado watch box. Tornado warning for northwestern DeSoto Parish until 10 a.m. This morning, and this box here also a tornado warning for southwestern Webster Parish in southwestern Louisiana. So it's a stormy Easter Sunday over here. And then, of course, we have a tornado warning for west central Caddo Parish in northwestern Louisiana until 10:30 this morning. We have a thunderstorm warning for southwestern Columbia County in southwestern Arkansas and western Webster Parish in northwestern Louisiana. We also have a flash flood warning for southern Cass County in northeastern Texas and South Gregg County in northeastern Texas, Harrison County in northeastern Texas as well, and Marion County in northeastern Texas, Panola County, and this is in effect until 11:45 Central Daylight Time this morning. And Shreveport has issued flash flood warnings for southern Cass County. We just did this, Gregg County, northeastern Texas. So you see we got an active weather pattern right now developing across the area. Lots of lightning strikes too in this warm sector, and these are going to go live in just a minute. There they go. There they go. Lots of lightning, hail, and wind damage here across central and northeastern Texas into Louisiana now. Look at all these live lightning strikes going on here, extending up through portions of Oklahoma, northeastern Kansas, and into Des Moines, Iowa here. We've had some snow, which is breaking out here. We've had lots of snow reports here from Wyoming all the way into this area here, just past underneath Minnesota here. So Wyoming, and Indianapolis here. So, you know, it's going to Des Moines, Iowa, actually, I'm sorry, and Sioux City, St. Falls, Murray. So here's our snow on the northern side. Here's our very warm air mass starting to build in now across the region. Very dynamic and impressive water vapor channel on the lower levels today. This morning, this is a very strong dry line here. You see all this dry air and all this divergence and diffluence here, convergence and confluence here. This is a dry line. This is what we call in meteorology a dry line. Often along dry lines you have severe thunderstorms that have rotation and tornadic activity as well. So as this line punches east through Texas into Arkansas and Louisiana, this is the area this afternoon that we have to be concerned for tornadic thunderstorms. When we look at the National Composite Radar here, we find our upper low here in the northern plains producing this snow now across this area. And here's our dry line, and it looks like a bow echoing line of strong storms right now through Arkansas and northwestern Louisiana and northeastern Texas right now. And this is going to spread northeast throughout the rest of the afternoon. Let's look at the upper level water vapor. Wanted to do that one more time. We didn't do this yet. Here, beautiful description of a dry line right in here. Impressive. Very active subtropical jet stream. Let's go back to the lower levels once again. And here's our warm air advection starting. It's refreshing. Here it goes. So We got moisture coming in now, so it's going to take a while, and there's some drying still to the west here. So today's okay. Today's going to be okay here, but eventually all of this and this will come together here for tomorrow. And it looks like things are kind of calming down just a little bit over here. But we still have a pretty active jet structure here off of the coast of in the Pacific as well. Better looking shot from the Nestis star goes east geocolor satellite as the clouds begin to slowly invade from the west here. And our next image shows the infrared channel also increasing here, so we know that things are going to start happening. And here's precipitation starting to break out across and just to the west of the region. One thing we'll do is the surface chart. Here's our chart from weatherroanoke.com's digital atmosphere software, showing the high pressure like we just showed you off the other diagram from Storm Prediction Center. And here's our warm front all the way down here, and a huge cold front starting in here. And behind this cold front is cold air. Talk about a map that really is busy today. High wind warnings and high wind watches here in the browns. Flash flood warnings and watches here. And then we have wind advisories in the lighter colors of tan here. And then we have severe tornado watches in here. We've got tornado warnings in here and flash flood warnings as well, and severe thunderstorm warnings. And then over here we have a freeze watch in northwestern Texas. Things are crazy. And then we have freeze warnings here in Oklahoma and portions of the Central Plains here. And of course winter storm warnings and red flag warnings too. Crazy, just lots of activity coming together east of the Continental Divide towards the East Coast over the next 24 to 48 hours. Latest real-time temperatures. This is the reason why it's so dynamic out there. Look, you've got temperatures in the 70s and 80s in the Gulfport region, the southeast, and portions of the southern mid-Atlantic here. Then you've got temperatures in the 50s and 60s climbing, and then all of this cold air diving in from the northwest into the central and upper Midwest here, and then of course all the cold air right here in southeastern and central, all of southern Canada actually. National 24-hour temperature change. Here's the reason. All this cold air has been building and diving through the central and northern plains. Now it's getting into portions of Oklahoma, northwestern Texas, where this is the area where things are really going to cool down here. And look at all this warmth, where temperatures in the last 24 hours have risen some 10 to 15, 16 degrees here from the northern mid-Atlantic all the way down to the southeast and Gulfport regions. 10-day National Weather Service blend of temperatures for the New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia I-95 corridor for today. Upper 50s to mid 70s across the region. Tomorrow, even warmer with the rain. Low 60s in the Hudson River Valley area. Mid and upper 60s, Connecticut River Valley, upper 60s in the Hudson River Valley area. Mid and upper 60s to low 70s and mid 70s here. This area here has to really be watched tomorrow. I would say from central, southern, southeastern Pennsylvania through southwestern New Jersey, all of Delaware, and Baltimore, Maryland district has to be watched tomorrow for some severe weather coming in, especially ahead of the cold front. And then everything just crashes. The storm leaves and temperatures in the upper 50s to mid 50s on Tuesday. Wednesday, it's cold. Low to mid 50s at best for the entire forecast region. By the time we get to Thursday, temperatures rebound a little bit in the southwest areas, but still below normal for this time of the year. And that trend slowly starts to increase on Friday with temperatures in the I-95 corridor reaching into the upper 50s and low 60s, but everybody else to the north and central areas are cold. Generally, I wouldn't say cold, but cold for this time of the year. That trend continues on Saturday with a gradual warming trend. And then by Sunday of next week, the 20th, temperatures warm back up into the upper 50s and mid 60s. And then, of course, that trend continues again for Monday, the 21st, which I just said. And then finally for Tuesday, the 21st of this month, things are back to normal again in the upper 50s, low and mid 60s across the region. Not much has changed here through Sunday, April 19th for the national precipitation 7-day totals here. Quite wet in the northern mid-Atlantic and parts of southern New England, all the way back down through the Appalachian Mountains here and into the central, into the Tennessee, Mississippi River Valley areas and the southeast as well, excluding portions of central and southern Florida, of course. Using the latest NAM model guidance reflectivity forecast, radar reflectivity, here comes the warm air advection and the rain after midnight into the area. Some of the areas will receive some heavier downpours in some of these showers. And then there's probably going to be a little bit of a break until the cold front gets in here. Could be some rounds of showers and thunderstorms, but looks like the thunderstorm activity is going to be mainly in the afternoon. You can see these discrete cells along what looks like to be a little bit of a broken squall line here. These individual cells can contain some very heavy rain, strong downburst winds, and lightning. And of course, all that moves off the coast and things calm down for, let's see, the rest of the week. We're into Tuesday here, so things look quite dry. Come down by Tuesday. So tomorrow afternoon is the real deal. Tomorrow morning, warm air advective rains across the region. Convective available potential energy for these thunderstorms to fuel in tomorrow afternoon. Again, the greatest threat here looks for, 500 to 1,000 joules per kilogram across southeastern Pennsylvania and the Delmarva area here. And we can get up to, if those temperatures get up there tomorrow, we can definitely see that. And then as the line comes through, it's probably, downdraft winds or whatever are going to bring down the temperatures and probably a little bit more stable atmosphere as we head into late tomorrow evening. Total rainfall from the NAM model guidance through, let's say, Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning, 1.5 to 2 inches of rain. Could be discrete spots where it's heavier than that. Could be over 2 inches in spots. And that would be the result of the thunderstorms. Now, again, the greatest Cape values to me look like they're in here. So these rainfall amounts could be a little bit lower on the guidance here. But to me, they should extend a little bit further into this area here with the higher amounts. But we'll see how that works out. 10 meters above here. Here's our winds increasing on Monday morning just right after midnight. These are the wind gusts, actually. Now, by the time we get into the afternoon, this is where the concern with the Cape and the southerly flow increases. We could find wind gusts easily exceeding 55, 65 miles per hour across portions of the region, especially on Long Island, especially coastal New Jersey, and interior New Jersey too. Could see wind gusts up to about 50, 55 miles per hour. Now, that to time we get to the late afternoon hours, everything begins as that squall line moves through. The winds begin to calm down and switch around, but they're still going to be from the southwest until the cold front gets through here, and that's probably not going to be until near midnight, early Tuesday morning. And we can have some gusty winds behind that with some cold air advection coming in, but obviously there will be lightening up considerably as we head into the day on Tuesday. These are the wind gusts now at 10 meters. So we live at 2 meters, so you cut these down about maybe half. Maybe not half, maybe a quarter. So of course the main focus today is just to enjoy Easter. It's a celebration of rebirth. And we need rebirth in this country right now, especially around the world for everything that's going on. So happy Easter to everybody. Happy Passover if you're still celebrating. And let's see. We're going to be monitoring the weather in the background today, but the rest of the time is just cooking Easter Sunday dinner for the family. For GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, I'm meteorologist Robert Smith. Have a joyful, blessed, happy Easter Sunday.